Hello and welcome, I'm your Kudmaki. The asset store is full of awesome tools and assets to help you make your own games. There's more and more awesome visual stuff coming out every month, so in this video let's check out some highlights for July 26. Even if you don't get any of these, it's still great to look at them to see if they inspire you to build something. Just watching these assets is enough to fire up my imagination. I can immediately picture all the kinds of games that I can build. This one is a list of paid asset effects. I've already made 2 videos covering the best free new assets and the best tools and systems. As always, there's links to the asset in the description, and as a bonus you can use the coupon code Monkey10 off to get 10% off your order. If you're into stylized graphics, then check out this humble bundle. You've got a ton of really gorgeous environments. This would be really perfect in some kind of game, something inspired by Breath of the Wild. Or this city pack could be great for a GTA-like sort of open world game. You could use this suburban pack to make something inspired by The Sims. This pack also includes a whole bunch of nice modular characters. You've got a nice desert environment, some more nature stuff. There's an industry pack if you want to make some kind of management tycoon game. This planes pack looks super cool, and this one on harbor with a bunch of boats, as well as this one with a whole bunch of vehicles. So all in all, this is a really nice pack, contains quite a lot of assets. The whole thing is just 25 bucks, so if you like this style, this is definitely worth it. Check it out with a link in the description. Alright, so starting off with a really clever one, it's called Real Fake Interiors. This one is basically the kind of effect that can make a city block look way more alive without actually having to build every single room behind every piece of glass. It makes it seem like there's actually some geometry there, even though there really isn't. So this is super useful for any kind of game where it's in like a city, where you've got apartments, office towers, really anything where you want to have quite a lot more detail, but keep things efficient. Then for some simple but very nice effects, here we have liquid particles. This one looks really great for splashes or little bursts of water, maybe some kind of spray going somewhere, really just any kind of fluid. It is very easy to imagine this being used all over the place in an action game, somewhere like shoot a barrel and water just pops out. Then for some stylized weapons, here we have a cartoon low poly pack. I like this one because it feels quite playful instead of being super serious, so this would fit much better in some kind of goofy shooter, some kind of party game, or a stylized action game. You've got some nice clean shapes, very readable silhouettes, exactly the kind of thing that works very well in some kind of friend swap sort of game. Then here's a super useful animation pack. This one is all about climbing. Movement systems like climbing are always very tricky to make it look good, usually because making the animations is very tricky. So having a pack like this one focused on exactly that, they can actually save you quite a lot of time. This is perfect for any kind of action game, some kind of parkour game, or maybe an adventure game where the character is constantly moving through the environment. Then for some characters, here we have a low poly character collection. This one also has a very unique style, very different, I quite like it. And it's also the kind of pack that gives you a nice base cast basically for the home project, whether it be for NPCs, enemies, or players. You've got variations for basically anything, so this one is very nice if you want a simple stylized look. It includes humanoid rigs as well as some nice facial animations. Then here's a super fun one. It's a whole bundle of breakable props. Personally, I always really like these just because destruction that adds so much juice to your games. It is something so simple, even if it's just smashing a bunch of crates or smashing a bottle. It is something so simple but really does generally add quite a lot. This is great for any kind of action game, dungeon game, or literally really anything where you have the player just walking around. Anything where they can interact with the environment always makes the game feel much more alive. Then for a gorgeous environment, here we have Caribbean islands. This one looks really beautiful. You've got some bright tropical water, you've got some beaches, some little islands, really that kind of super relaxing vacation vibe. This would be perfect for an open world survival game, maybe some kind of pirate game, or even just a really nice background environment for some adventure. Then for some UI, here's a nice little planet pack. It is all very cute looking, all of the characters with the eyes. This could make for a very fun, cozy game. You've got some nice fun planets. They could either be game objects in the game themselves, or really just icons. These are useful for menus, upgrades, tech trees, map nodes, or resource display. Then here's a really cool horror environment. It's a hospital pack. Personally, I hate horror, and this environment definitely scares me, so that's a good sign. Hospitals are really already creepy by default, so if you just push the lighting and atmosphere by a little bit, it instantly gets a very great, very spooky horror level. This one feels perfect for some kind of first-person or third-person horror game, something like zombies or weird creatures. Very scary, so if that's the vibe you're going for, this seems great. Next up, for something quite a bit more stylized, here we have Tiny Legends pack with some knights, monsters, and weapons. It is another one with a very nice, very unique style, not the standard style. It looks actually quite charming, very much, let's say, toy-like. It is very readable and really just full of personality. This feels perfect for some kind of small Final Fantasy Tactics-like game, maybe some kind of those mobile RPGs, kind of like Clash of Clans. I think this style would fit perfectly in those kinds of games. Then here's a really interesting 2D animation pack. This one is all about stickman characters. It actually reminds me of those awesome flash animations from the early 2000s. This stickman style can actually work really well because it's so clean, so readable. And this looks like just like the kind of thing that you could use for a fighting game, maybe some kind of strategy game, obviously some action shooting kind of game. So yep, actually quite a lot of use cases. Definitely has a very distinct look, which as always, nowadays that is something that is actually very useful. Up next, here we have a huge environment pack. It's a modular low poly city. This one looks like just like the kind of asset where you can just keep building and building. You've got enough pieces here to make an entire world regardless of how big you want it to be. This is perfect for driving games, delivery games, maybe sandbox games, or really anything where you want to have a full city in a nice low poly look. Then here we have a nice VFX pack. This one bundles together several special effects in one package. You've got the solve, of course, as usual. That one alone is already super useful for enemies spawning or disappearing, something like that. But then you get a bunch more. You get things that look like some very intense fire, some very blue-like magic sort of thing, or maybe a frost effect. So yep, a ton of stuff, all very unique. This is definitely one of those asset packs that if you just add this to your game, chances are it's going to feel quite a bit better to play. Then for another niche animation pack, this one is the forklift operator. Again, another one very unique, very specific. But I guess if your game has a warehouse or a factory or some kind of logistic yard, if so, then this is exactly the kind of detail that can make the world feel quite a bit more alive. I always like these super targeted animation packs because they solve one specific problem very, very clearly. This one could be animations for your player, if you want the player for some reason to drive a forklift, or again, could be the players just in the warehouse and these are just NPCs in the background. Then for some UI, here we have a Pixel Stone GUI pack. This one has that classic fantasy RPG menu vibe with panels and buttons that look like they belong in some very old school sort of Final Fantasy game. If you're making a pixel art game, especially if it's fantasy themed, if so, this looks like a really nice way to make the menus feel quite a bit more polished. Then here's a super fun full screen effect. This one is all about glitching and bad signal distortion. I can see this being perfect if you want your game to feel, let's say, hacked or corrupted, something like that. It just looks very weird in a very cool way. I can see this fitting into some kind of cyberpunk game, some kind of horror, or maybe even just some really stylish menu transitions. Then for another gorgeous environment, here we have a stylized fantasy swamp. Personally, I really like the vibe on this one. It is moody and creepy, but still pretty colorful and readable. This would be perfect for some kind of dark fantasy RPG, maybe some kind of witchy biome, or just a mysterious zone in some bigger adventure game. Up next, here we have a cool sci-fi military transport vehicle. It's just one vehicle with a ton of mods, so you can actually customize it, even though it's technically just one vehicle. This is the kind of thing that is actually pretty opinionated. It is very realistic, the style is very unique, so it's not something that can work with literally any game, but if you're making something, let's say, inspired by Halo, if so, then this one seems like it works really great. Then here's a super practical animation pack. This one is all about everyday indoor life. These are the kind of animations that are really amazing for background NPCs because they help any kind of normal scene feel quite a bit more alive. It's also obviously perfect for life sims. If you want to make a game like The Sims, you are going to need these sorts of animations. So it's really great that these very specific, very niche animation packs actually exist so you can build any game you can think of. And finally, here's a really nice tree pack. You've got some stylized fluffy trees. Personally, I always love some good foliage packs because trees, they do so much work when it comes to defining the whole look of an environment. Your trees can make your scene look normal or completely alien. These right here, they have a very soft, appealing style. They look realistic, but really, really nice, especially with all the colors shown in the screenshots. With this, it looks like this would be really perfect for some kind of cozy game or maybe some fantasy game. These trees actually make the environment feel quite a bit inviting. Alright, so those are my top 20 new visual assets on the Unity App Store for July 26th. There's links to all in the description, and as a bonus, you can use the coupon code Monkey10 off to get 10% off your order. Also, don't forget the Ultimate Stylized Bundle. Alright, hope that's useful. Check out these videos to learn some more. Thanks to these awesome Patreon supporters for making these videos possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.